RV, starring Robin Williams. Yeah, it was a pretty modest type of fun family movie from 2006. But is this really as bad as critics say it is? This movie really got dissed. Let me put it this way. I don't think so. I'm defending this movie. Here's my RV review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings my fellow YouTubers and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And this time around I bring to you a review of the 2006 road trip family movie RV. Released by Columbia and directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, the guy who, of course, director of the Addams Family movies, as well as the Men in Black trilogy, Get Shorty, Wild Wild West, and a host of others. Anyway, the film stars Robin Williams in what I consider to be one of his last ever good flicks. I did see a few later ones he did, like a License to Wed and Old Dogs. Those were good, but just didn't quite catch on with me too much. This is probably the last ever good movie he did. He, along with Cheryl Hines, plus Jeff Daniels and Kristen Chenoweth, Josh Hutcherson and Joanna JoJo Levesque star in this, with the legendary funny man Mr. Williams. And I know this really was dissed big time and what have you, and it won a Razzie for Worst Excuse for Family Entertainment. Well, that's their opinions. Like I said, I'm going to defend this movie 110% after I just now watched it again. So, let's begin our story. Well, now our main character is Bob Monroe, that's Robin Williams, a successful California beverage company executive is struggling with his dysfunctional family. Now, he's fine at first when we see him at the beginning, but now, of course, we go to present day and this family's dysfunctional. He's got his materialistic wife, Jamie, that's Cheryl Hines, who, of course, was pretty big at the time, being on HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. His vicious tongued teenage daughter Cassie, played by Joanna JoJo Levesque, who previously starred in Aquamarine, which I will provide the little bit of a link or card for that. Okay, maybe. And 12-year-old son Carl, played by Josh Hutcherson, who, of course, that's the kid who would later go on to be in movies like Bridge to Terabithia and well, several other movies, and most notably the Hunger Games series later on. Anyway, and Carl is an adolescent weightlifter and likes hip-hop. Can you believe that? Yeah. Okay, enough said. At a company picnic, Bob is embarrassed in front of his self-absorbed boss, Todd Mallory, played by Will Arnett, yes, as in the guy who, of course, recently voiced Lego Batman and is host of TV's Lego Masters, by Cassie's militant friend Gretchen, who hurls a bottle of the company's drink all over Todd's face for putting unhealthy drinks in schools. Looking forward to a big vacation for the family in Hawaii, they are forced to cancel the trip when Todd, out of spite, tells Bob that he has to attend a meeting with the Alpine Soda Company in Boulder, Colorado, or else he'll be fired, unknown to his family for most of this movie. So, concealing the real reason we're going there, he rents a garish RV from the dodgy dealer, Irv. I'm not sure if we see him. We do see his picture though on the RV, and that, of course, is the man who directed this movie, Barry Sonnenfeld. Now, actually, his daughter's in this movie as well. I'll get to that in a little bit. Now then, and tells his family they are traveling to the Rockies. So on their trip, the Monroes encounter many mishaps. They include him damaging the parking brake, crashing into and running over objects such as shopping carts, flushing out a trio of raccoons with a stink bomb, and even fixing a clogged sewage system, which, believe me, is grosseroo once the sewage gets all over him. So that's yeah, because the sewage accident happens at an RV park and what have you. So soon he gets to meet this dude dressed up like an old school cowboy in a way. Travis Gorky, played by Jeff Daniels. Who, of course, a lot of you know him from several movies like Dumb and Dumber, and, well, a year before this, he was in the movie Because of Winn-Dixie, and he's been in lots of other movies as well. Along with his wife, Mary Jo, played by Okie gal Kristen Chenoweth, who also appeared in a movie a few months before this, that being the Pink Panther reboot with Steve Martin. And their children, Earl, who is played by Hunter Parrish, Billy, the youngest, that's Alex Ferris, and Moon, played by Chloe Seinfeld, who I'm pretty sure that's the daughter of Barry's. So, which eventually starts getting off with the Monroe kids. Earl has developed a romantic interest in Cassie, and Carl starts to like Moon. Yeah. Once they start singing, well, a little number here, but here, the country too, I'm pretty sure, but anyway. However, but thinking that the Gorkies are too strange for them, Bob and Jamie decide to ditch them the next day, and they are thinking they're early risers. They get slow traffic right behind this here tractor, and why they try to get through while trying to avoid big old 18-wheelers and what have you. Oh, it's funny. Anyway. And then Bob's trying to send the word to the company and what have you, and is failing a whole lot, not getting good connection and what have you, because he brought a laptop unbeknownst to his wife. So when they stop at kind of a little truck stop, Bob manages to hide the laptop behind the tank in the first restroom stall, and rushes out and finds out the Gorkies have caught up with them. And so when they start to do something, while they're chatting with each other, Bob goes back for his laptop, but it's gone. It's been taken by some dude with an electric guitar. So, after that they decide they want to have a little grub with the Gorkies, but they ditch them again, as you can imagine. So the Monroes believe that the Gorkies are stalking them now. So to disguise his business trip, meanwhile, Bob tries to email a proposal outline from his laptop, as I mentioned. But anyway, now with his laptop gone, it leaves him with only a BlackBerry PDA, which he does manage to use to compose and wirelessly send his proposal to the company. Meanwhile, however, the Gorkies got that hitchhiker and recovered the stolen laptop and pursue to return it to him. They try to get to it. Well, they're just trying to ignore the Gorkies. I mean, man, I loved how Mary Jo's trying to get their attention. Believe me, that's some of a good Okie gal. Believe me, I never knew Kristen Chenoweth was from Oklahoma, but she is. I gotta admit, I loved her. Sorry. Anyway, but they meant to take another exit to Monroe Zoo, but Travis knew where they're headed to. Mount Watson. So, the Monroes begin to enjoy their vacation eventually. In order to attend the merger meeting with Alpine, Bob distracts the family by faking illness and sends them on a hike. So the meeting with Alpine still is a success, but Bob is invited to talk to the whole company again the following day. So rushing back to his family in the RV, he takes a dangerous risk in a way and takes a treacherous four-wheel drive trail. Oh boy, that is fun. And gets a huge vehicle stuck atop a jutting boulder in the middle of it. He eventually manages to dislodge it from there by getting on the front and rocking it until it eventually wobbles and tips forward enough to slide down from atop it. Oh, now right on the front while it is traveling at a frenzied pace. He barely manages to return to his family in time, succeeding in fooling them. But while he is attempting a similar ruse, the next day the parking brake fails again. The RV, which they oddly called the Big Rolling Turd, rolls into a lake. So Bob lets it slip about the real intentions of the vacation, and his family is upset that he would use them like that. Still needing to get to the meeting, he retrieves one of his family's bicycles from the lake where the RV fell and pedals off, while the rest of the Monroes are soon just walking on the road and soon are picked up by the Gorkies, and soon realize how well they get along. When Bob appears again, climbing atop the moving bus, when he catches up to them, he apologizes to his family, and they in turn apologize to him for their selfishness, and reveal that they love him than the lifestyle his job gives them. But he's just about to blow up the meeting when it turns out that he's right outside the headquarters. Alright, I'm going to get to the last bit. You got 5 seconds to stop. Go to the description box. Fast forward to the time to avoid the last bit of this ending. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned how it goes out. Anyway, at the second meeting, Bob starts his speech and it goes well, but then he has an epiphany, and so he recommends against the merger, realizing that Todd's selfishness would destroy a great independent company. Well, apparently, Carl gets upset at Todd and flips him over his shoulder. Can you believe that? And onto the ground. Cassie was surprised, but I gotta say, Moon's like my hero. Oh, man, that girl, she's so gosh darn cute. Oh, sorry, folks. I couldn't help myself. Let's see. Bob is then fired, but he quits anyway. And Todd is arrested, and Bob soon retrieves the sodden but still operable RV from the lake. And at the end, Bob is offered a job by the owners of Alpine Soda, who want to go national independently. In addition, at the same time, the parking brake fails once again. You guessed it, causing the RV to roll backwards, finding both the police car and that of the owners of Alpine Soda. Yeah, as Kathy telling the RV's running away. Yeah, you'll hear that a few times. We just see Mom get smiling face and what have you. And then soon, as our credits roll, we see the two families, both the Monroes and the Gorkies, shown dancing and singing the ever popular Route 66, done in RV style. And let me tell you, that's one of my favorite moments of this movie is that, I believe me, and Kristen Chenoweth, you guessed it, that's a fantastic ending. Whew. Okay, end of story. Yeah. That's the end of RV. Alright. Now, what did I think of this? Well, I'm gonna say it was good. It was fun. Don't mind what critics say about this, okay? Critics factually heavily diss this movie and what have you. Excuse me. But I don't care. I liked this movie. I finally got it from my own after I hadn't seen in years. My oldest brother let me borrow this when it came to DVD in 2006, about a few months after it came to theaters, since I didn't go see it. But anyway, when I watched it, I liked it. I love the performances we got from about all the characters. Yeah, some of the crude humor and innuendo style stuff was kind of more hit than miss. But nevertheless, I think RV is still kind of an underrated movie though, but I loved it. It was just fine. It was just as funny as Are We There Yet, which came out a year before that, also a Columbia release, but that was done by Revolution Studios. I'll possibly be reviewing that down the road, okay? And the score to the movie is pretty good, done by James Newton Howard, and featured several members of the Lionel Lovett Band. Yeah. So, and the story's not too bad. Would I recommend RV? Sure, go ahead. Give it a try, and if you don't like it, well, can't say I didn't try. But this movie deserves justice, and I am defending this movie. Don't mind what critics say. They're just full of it. I know there have been several other road trip movies of families and what have you. I know another one was College Road Trip. That was a Disney movie. I haven't seen that in a long time, but I don't know. It's alright. Not as good as this one though. RV is fun. Robin Williams puts on another great performance. Probably the last of his, even though I did see him in, again, like I said, I saw him in License to Wed and Old Dogs. They're alright enough, but not as funny as what I thought he was in RV though. This isn't probably one of the best performances he's given. I mean, he's done lots of other good movies like Jumanji and Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, which reminds me, I almost forgot. Yeah, Williams and Hutcherson did have some in common. You know that Robin Williams appeared in Jumanji. I almost forgot the previous year before this came out, Josh Hutcherson was in the Jumanji spin-off Zathura. Yeah. So I'm gonna say you gotta give RV a try. You can probably find this for a reasonable price and what have you. So go check it out. Now, what did you think of RV? Please feel free to tell me in the comments section. If you like this video, click the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Here's to hoping I'll get to 200 by the end of this month, since I failed last month, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Now, I have some stuff coming up this weekend. I've got a Saturday morning TV log for the Smurfs. And also, even though it was earlier this week, but I had another movie in the way, I'm going to review the cult classic Tank Girl. But starting next week, I'll be reviewing another flick that deserves justice, The Smurfs, and then which will be this Monday, and then later on, The Smurfs 2, which also deserves justice, will follow. So anyway, that's going to do it for my review of RV. Again, tell me what you thought about it in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Now, if you liked what you saw, you can check out some of these other fun-filled movies. Now, in these other family movies that I consider a little underrated, in the upper left-hand corner is my review of Like Mike, which came out in 2002, an underrated movie about this little kid who gets onto the basketball scene with the help of some shoes that belong to Michael Jordan. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of Six Pack, which I did in memoriam to the late great Kenny Rogers, who died last month. And the bottom left-hand corner is my review of Aquamarine, which of course had Joanna JoJo Levesque, which is another underrated movie. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to to subscribe to my channel and get more with moi, the Big D. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya!